Okay, good morning, coaches. Here we are, Monday morning, and I'm ready to rock and roll. And I got here a nice flow chart that may or may not bore you to death, but this is what I feel like we should be using just to have some sort of visual to go together with what I'm talking about. I've been told sometimes that these things are great concepts, but that if we could just kind of put this together and package it together a little more cleanly, it would be easier to understand and implement. So here we are. So I'm going to kind of go over this really quickly, and this is sort of what we're going to base this content for this group on, this strategy, and we're going to be kind of taking it day by day to explain each process in the flowchart, right? So just kind of make it easy. You're going to have this so that you can look at it later and say, okay, because I do this all the time. When things go sideways in the business, which they always will at times, where is the problem in the flowchart, right? Where is it? So sometimes it could be that the ad targets are off. Sometimes it could be that you're not sending enough follow-ups or invites or whatever. So, but if you can sort of drill down, you can sort of self-diagnose when you need to. You can also, look at it and say, look, I'm killing it with ads, but maybe if I could just ramp up the follow-ups or the invites, this would work. This cycle would work a little bit better. Okay, so the title of this is Maximizing a Like Page with a Small Budget. So that's really the goal of this group, the Hustle Group, over the next month, because here's the reality, guys. At $100 a month or $150 a month, you can't run just straight up coaching challenge group ads anymore. If Facebook is just too expensive to do that. And 3 years ago when we started that, you could do that. You could have success. But we've seen over the last year or so that coaches are really having a lot of success using this method as opposed to a straight up, hey, join my challenge group, hey, join my team type post. Now, not to say that those are not valid posts. They are certainly valid, and you're going to certainly see Amy and I use them all the time. But you have, if you want to keep this to a smaller $100 to $200 a month budget and really maximize the results from that, my suggestion would be to use this method. Okay, so the method centers around boosting or running ads. We're going to use those terms interchangeably, but when I say boost, just kind of consider that the same as running ads. But coming up with engageable content, okay, on your like page. That sounds fancy and shit, but that's not what just coming up with things that your target market is going to like or comment on your Facebook page. Running ads, as you can see, we start at the top of the flow chart and we're moving towards the right. Running ads to make sure that we get more views on that content, right? So we've got this great content, and we're going to show you what that looks like for some coaches, so you can come up with your own. And then running ads to get more views on that content, so we can get more likes. So that's where the $100 to $150 a month comes in, or whatever you're gonna spend. So you're gonna get more likes on that content, more comments on that content. Follow up with the engagement on that. That's the crucial part, right? So for years we'd have these awesome posts, we'd get hundreds of likes on it, and we wouldn't do anything with it. And it took a couple of coaches to really point out to me that, no, there's a lot of value here in the people who are engaging with the page. They may not comment on your challenge group post, but they're seeing your posts and they're liking it. They're showing that they're willing to be engaged with. So we're also going to use this to build within our free group. So we're going to build up the free group using this content. So someone engages on your like page and we're going to send them a message. Now that message can point them directly to your free group, or you can use that message to kind of start the conversation. That part is up to you. I didn't sort of differentiate in this flow chart, but that's up to you. Eventually though, I think it's wise to put them in the free group, the free fitness support group, and build that up. We've seen coaches just go to town on that free group and really crush it and build that up quickly, and that is where they're gaining that consistency in their business. High success club numbers, consistently signing new coaches every single month, and team building. So this is how, just up until this point, building the free group, like for those of you guys who've been around a long time, you guys remember that was like one of the things. That was what helped Amy build her business really quickly. Is she built that free fitness support group. She was constantly adding new people to that fitness support group. What that does is it keeps it lively. It keeps it active. It allows you to not be talking to the same group over and over again. It's like they say, fishing in the same pond over and over and over again. There's only so many fish you can pull out of that pond. You have to constantly be stocking it. Okay, so once we're putting these new ladies in the free fitness group, we've got to engage them. We've got to come up with content every day to make sure that they're interested, that they want to be in this group, that they want to be a part of it, that they understand the community that you're building. So building engagement in that free group every single day. This is not the kind of thing you can walk away from for a few days and just come back. They're only going to be as consistent as you are, right? So if you're not consistent, and you can't wonder why your free group stinks, why no one's interested in it. If you got to come up with engaging things all the time, and that means, posting your workouts every day, going live, posting, I see coaches post about things that just are relatable to their core market. If your core market is moms, or, then post relatable things, like it doesn't have to all be about fitness. It's about engagement. It's about getting people involved. And then you can use that engagement within your free group to follow up. We're going to teach you how to follow up every, so often. Pick 10, 15 of your participants in your free fitness support group every single day and message them. Hey girl, what's up? Hey, how's it going? I haven't seen you post in a while. Or how, whatever it is, or that post was awesome. Thanks for engaging at the page. You look like you're doing great. Start those conversations. You don't want those conversations to start with, hey, I got a challenge group going. That's not what we're coming up. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about building that engagement, because guess what? That conversation may not go anywhere, but I guarantee you they're going to see more of your posts just from those messages, right? We guarantee they're going to see more of your content in their newsfeed, because Facebook is going to recognize these two are connected through Messenger. Okay, so we're done with follow-up. So then the end of the process is invite, right? Like you've got to run paid challenge groups, 5-day groups every single month. I should have said that the opposite way. The coaches that are really having mega success with this are running 5-day groups at least once a month, usually in the beginning of the month, and then that leads towards a paid challenge group at the end of the month, which they can invite to from those participants, and also from the active participants in the free fitness support group, and also invite to coaching, right? So this process really ends with inviting. It really ends and it's going to start all over again. It has to be a constant flow every single month. But it has to end with you inviting and putting yourself out there and being consistent, not just like when we have the twice a month when we have the coaching group. It really comes down to sending those messages every single day. Messages will change your whole business, okay? I repeat, messages will change the entire game for you, okay? So the idea is to fill the funnel with new contacts and doing it in an efficient, cost-effective way, engaging them and inviting them. It's really, really simple. I hope this makes sense. And I'm going to ask that you give me a pound emoji if you viewed this video in the group. So if you viewed it and you're cool and you understand it, give me a pound emoji and we're cool. If there's any part of this process that doesn't make sense, post the question in the group and I will either answer it or in writing, or I'll make a video because I want you guys to understand this. Like, this is the basics of what we're going to do. You've got to understand all of the pieces of this puzzle, because if you take one out, it doesn't work. For example, if you take the ads out, you don't have enough new people coming in to engage in your free fitness group, and eventually you'll run out of people. If you take the follow-up out, then you might not be engaging them, and you might not be starting enough conversations to have success. If you take the invites out, man, you could be doing everything, spending the money, following up, or following up with the engagement, engaging with the group, producing awesome content. But guess what? You're never sealing the deal, and you're never going to see that success. So I want you guys to understand it's truly more than one thing, and it's a few things, but it's a cycle. It has to be ongoing every single month. It can never stop. But if you are consistent with it, you will see huge success. All right, that's it for now.